Shalom, 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 shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Welcome back to the reading of the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. I am Israel, a true seeker of Yahweh. Like, share, subscribe, comment. How y'all doing today, Israel? Before we get started, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. We want to thank him and glorify him. Thank him for the sin today, waking us today. Thank him for the job. Thank him for the roof over your head. Even though we got trials and tribulation going through, even though some are putting up with the job, that's me. I'm tired of it too. But we can't keep enduring. We got to keep enduring. We can't give up. We can't stop. Today, we're going to read, we in Exodus 22. And we left out Exodus 21, breaking down some of the laws with the if a man spike a man, smite a man, or how the punishment go. what's the word I'm looking for? The punishment that he get. Even if his ox do anything, if his ox hurt anybody, or even if a man dig a pit and don't cover it up and the ox fall in it, you know, how all this punishment go for that. And today we will be picking up in Exodus 22, breaking down more of the laws and the commandments and the statutes and the judgments. That's the word I was looking for, judgment. The judgments are all of some of the laws and stuff, what we read in Exodus 21. And we're going to be doing the same thing in Exodus 22. So everybody get their King James Version out with the Apocrypha and open up to Exodus chapter 22, and we will begin. Okay, let's begin. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 1. And it reads, "If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 ox for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep." Basically, it explains itself, dealing with the stealing and selling and everything. It explains itself. My glasses, because things started to look blurry. So it said in verse 1, it said, if a man shall steal an ox or a sheep, cattle, and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. So if a man steals someone's ox or sheep, sell it or kill it, he gonna have to restore 5 oxen for 1 ox and 4 sheep for 1 sheep. Verse 2, if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. Basically, it's like, how can I say it? What's the word? If and not in, I can't think of the word that I'm trying to use, but if somebody at home and you break in, enter into their house, and that's what is breaking up mean, breaking in, and that person killed you, smite you, that he died, there should no blood be shed for him. Meaning he's not in, he shouldn't be charged with what he had did by smiting him, by killing, because he intruded into another man's house trying to steal something. That's the law. Verse 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. So if he if he get caught up in there, and it's a risen upon him, if the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If the man get caught and he don't die, he have to pay restitution for what he did. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft, meaning sold as a slave for his theft, what he did. Verse 4. If the thief be certainly found in his hand alive. Wait. Let's go back. I think this talk, it can't be, because it say for his theft. Let me go back to 3 again. It say, if the sun be risen upon, if the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. In verse 4, it say, if the thief be certainly found in his hand alive. If the theft be certainly found in his hand. Okay, we was talking about the same thing, verse 3. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. He shall restore double, if it be found in his hand. Verse 5. Hold on. It say, but a precept. Proverbs 6:31. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. It's a lot of this, man. You have to go through it and really read to try to get an understanding of it. So he should restore double. So I'm thinking it's saying that if the thief be found with theft what he stole, and he get caught in his and found in his hand alive, if this ox or sheep or ass be found in his hand alive, not deaf, not dead, he shall restore double for it. Verse 5. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, if a man take his ox or sheep or ass, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. Meaning he have to pay restitution for letting the ox or sheep eating from another vineyard, someone else best of their vineyard. So he have to pay for what his animal did, his cattle did. Verse 6, if fire break out and catch in thorn, so that the stacks of corn, or the standing corn, or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. We understand that. Whoever set the fire to it, he have to pay restitution. It breaking down the laws. These are commandments. It's breaking down it's breaking the laws down into the commandments, what need to be did, how it need to be paid, how you gonna restore everything back. Verse 7. If a man should deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. Now, if a man deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, if a man tell this man to hold his money or hold his cattle, and it be stolen out of the man's house, and if it be stolen out of the man's house from him, if the thief be found, now if you catch the thief, let him pay the double. So he go out to pay for what he did, not the one that you gave it to. Now, verse 8, if the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges, to see whether he has stretched forth his hand into it. I guess let me finish reading it first. To see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's good, to see if the neighbor see if the man did anything. Like if I give you something to hold for me, and it be stolen from you, and you can't find the thief who did it. Now we're gonna take the man who I gave it to, that's the master of the house. He shall be brought to the judges, to be judged, to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's good, to see if he had anything to do with it. Verse 9 read, for all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing which another challenges to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. So if it is have something to do with it, both of them had to come to the judges, and they get judged to see who gonna be the one that pay for it. If he's not guilty, and this man who did it, if the one you gave it to is not found guilty of it, he ain't had nothing to do with it, and the other one, he gonna pay the double. Verse 10. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep or any beast to keep, and it die or be hurt or driven away, no man seen it. Verse 11. Then shall the oath of the Lord be between them both, that he had not put his hand unto his neighbor's good, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. So, if a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep or a beast to keep, and it die or be hurt or driven away, no man seen it. Meaning, if it died in his hand, basically said anything I put in your hand and anything happened to it, meaning like you have to own up to it. But verse 11, then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both. This is making like a judgment. The oath of the Lord should be between them both, that he had not his hand unto his neighbor good, that he had nothing to do with it, or it wasn't his fault that it happened. And it say, his neighbor's good, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. So the owner cannot get mad, and he got to accept the oath of the Lord, not trying to make it good, not trying to make the man pay no restitution or give out for art, because you could have been gave the man a sick animal, or it died on his own. It's just something, long as his hands ain't had nothing to do with it, he cannot be found guilty. Verse 12, and if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. Now, if it be stolen from him, meaning he supposed to have been taken care of and keep watch of it. You accept the job, you accepted it, so it's in your hand. So if anything happened to it while it's in your hand, you have to pay for it. Where anything, if it be stolen from him. If it been stolen from him, he have to make restitution unto the owner thereof. So the man who gave it to him, he gonna have to pay the man the restitution for the stolen property. Verse 13. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. If it be torn into pieces, he shall not make good for it. He bring it for a witness to show, like, this what happened. Verse 14, and if a man borrow out anything, meaning anything, of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. So if you come and borrow something from me, and anything happened to it, meaning you have to pay. The one who came and borrowed, you have to pay the owner of whatever happened to it. Verse 15. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. So, but if the owner be dealt with it while you borrowed, but he dealt with it, he should not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. It came for the hire. Y'all get that? The owner there, and he hired the man to use it. So meaning he paid the man to use it. So he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. Understand? He paid you to use it. And something happened to it. But the owner was there with it too. Verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If you entice a maid that you sleep with her, you betrothed her, you slept with her, and you betrothed her, is not betrothed. She ain't married. Ain't nobody got her. That ain't nobody wife. It say, and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, meaning not married, not with nobody, and lie with her, but you who enticed her, you have to make right by endowing her to be your wife. You slept with her. So it say like some of us believe in that if you sleep with this woman, you have to make this woman your wife. Especially if she ain't betrothed by another man. Betrothed, however you say it. If she ain't nobody else, you have to endow her to be your wife. You the one entice her and lied with her. So seeming like sex is marriage. That's what it basically is saying, sex is marriage. Verse 17, if her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgin. Let's get the definition of this.
Dowry.
Property or money brought by a bride to her husband on their marriage. Understand? Let me get a precept or something. Genesis 34:12. Ask me never so much dowry and give, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me. But give me the damsel to wife. The damsel. Let me get this word, see how to pronounce this word. Damsel. A young unmarried woman. She's just an unmarried woman. Of a virgin. See, virgin could mean you never had sex or you never been married. An unmarried woman. We just read the definition of dowry of virgin. That's what it means. So if her father ought to refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to dowry of virgin. He got to pay this father for sleeping with his daughter. Verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You should not permit a witch to live. If she wicked, doing this, it's a witch, she cannot live. It explains itself. Verse 19. Whosoever lied with a bee shall surely be put to death. Now, you see a lot of this going on. People sleeping with their dogs. People sleeping with horses. Having sex, meaning sleeping, having sex with them. You surely be put to death. That's nasty. Like they had the woman, I think that was in Florida, and she used to sleep with the dog. I think they took the dog, arrested her. She should be put to death, according to the Bible, what it say. See, this is like the sacrificial law, what Yahweh Shai came and took away. Don't kill for it. Nobody should be put to death for it, but she should be punished for it. That's what they locked up. But if we still had the sacrificial law intact, she would be put to death. Verse 20. He that sacrifices unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. If you sacrifice to any other god beside the Lord, you shall utterly be destroyed. Verse 21. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger, nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Vex. Let's get the definition of vex.
Vex.
Make someone feel annoyed, frustrated, or worried, especially with trivial matters. We got another definition? Nope. It say annoy, irritate, enrage, inflame, provoke, put out. So if you vex a stranger, nor oppress him, thou shalt neither vex a stranger. You shouldn't vex a stranger. You shouldn't you should ignore, irritate, or enrage, provoke, disturbing, discompose, put out, get on someone's nerve, bother, worry, trouble. Thou should not worry a stranger, nor oppress him. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. What they did to they worried us. They stressed us out. They, put more, like when I'm going in at the job and I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to stay humble. But it's like I talk to my supervisor, like he allowing this. He ain't saying nothing about it. The dude I'm talking about, I know he don't know what he doing because Satan is the spirit, Satan doing it. Satan the one taking control of him doing these things. But he don't understand that. And, I'm putting up, it's like they trying to make me come out my meekness and go off or put my hands on somebody so they can take away my job so I can get fired. And it's like he willing with that. That's why I got to get from out there before I end up losing my job like that. I don't need that on my record when I'm trying to be humble, meek, in my meekness and be patient. That's the thing. That's what he said. Endure. We have to endure all this to the end. We got to take this and try to handle it the best way you can. Me, I try to pray. I try to eat a lot of things. But it's so much a man can take before he explodes. And that's what they want to see. Then if I do explode, then the devil wins. So I can't let the devil win. I can't. So don't vex a stranger, nor oppress him. Because we were strangers in Egypt. We was in oppression in Egypt. They vexed us. Verse 22. Ye should not afflict any widow or fatherless child. Let's get the definition of afflict.
Afflict.
Of a problem or illness, cause pain or suffering to, afflict or trouble. Burden. That's a good one. So we should not cause no pain to any widow or fatherless child. It's already the widow going through things, lost a husband. The fatherless child ain't even got no father. They already in pain. So why would you add more to that? So ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. Verse 23. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. So if you do so, and they pray to the Lord, cry out to the Lord about this, he said he will surely hear their cry. Verse 24. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. So if you do that, his wrath gonna wax hot against you, and he said, I will kill you with the sword. So he gonna take you away from, he gonna take him away from his wife and his children. So they gonna be widow and fatherless. This stuff is understandable when you read it. Sometimes I have to read it 3, 4, 5 times to get the right understanding of it. But if that's what it called, do it until you can get the understanding. Verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer, money lender, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury, interest. Now, if you lend money to any of God's people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer. Let's get the definition of this.
Usurer.
A person who lends money at unreasonable high rates or interest. Meaning you don't charge that man. That's them God's people. Now the other nation, yes, you can do that. That's fine. But your brother, your people, God's people, the Israelite, you can't charge them interest. If you're going to be a lender to them, don't be no usurer to them. You can't charge interest. Let's read this again. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer, a money lender. Neither shalt thou lay upon him usury, interest. You can't be a money lender to him. Maybe you get it back, maybe you don't. Don't worry about it. Because God gonna bless you. God will handle that. And if you do, you give him the money, be a money lender to him, and he say he gonna give it back to you, don't try to put no interest on it or no high interest on it. Get what you gave. That's the way I see it. But you got a lot of us always, man, let me borrow this and I give you this much back. No, just give me back what I gave you. That's all. If it's my people. If another nation, yeah, I'm going to put interest on it. You see how they charge up with interest? And it be high interest. Like I wanted to borrow some money to help me out to do something, right? So I went in for a loan. I think I asked for like $1,000. Don't you know these folks, if I would have took this $1,000 and over the time that I paid this out, it would add up. I'm talking about I sat back and added it up and everything. It would have been over $3,000 for $1,000, man. Meaning I'm giving you $2,000 some interest. No, I don't want that. I'd rather go to my pops. I'd rather go to one of my family members and ask them and see, like majority, like I borrowed $1,000 from my daddy. He just wanted $1,000 back. Just be a man of your word. That's it. Verse 26. It said, if thou at all take thy neighbor's remit to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down. If you take the man remnant, we know remnant is meaning clothing, to pledge, you shall deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down. You should have it back to him before the sun goeth down, or read it when the sun going down. Verse 27. For that is his covering only. It is his remnant for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass when he cried unto me that I will hear, for I am gracious. Anytime you do anything wrong, you do like what it just said, that's that man remnant for his skin. And you don't give it back, and the man pray unto the Lord, cry out to the Lord. And the Lord said, and it shall come to pass when he cry unto me that I will hear. He will hear. For I am gracious. He am gracious. Verse 28. Thou shalt not reveal the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Thou shalt not reveal the gods. The God. Reveal. Let's get this. Revile. Criticize in an abusive or angry insult manner. Criticize, censure, condemn, attack. You see what I'm getting at? It's got a lot of words. It got a lot of words that go with it. But criticize in abusive, like you talk bad or bruising with your words. Words hurt people too. Words hurt people too. An angry, insulting manner, especially how you use these words. You can use these words and hurt a person hard. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Verse 29. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruit, and of thy licorice, the firstborn of thy sons shall thou give unto me. You got to sacrifice, not sacrifice. You got the, what's the word I'm looking for? The first of your ripe fruits and of thy licorice, the firstborn of thy sons shall thou give unto me. I think we read that back in sanctified. Exodus chapter 13, verse 2. Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever opened the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and beast, both man and of beast, it is mine. You sanctify them, meaning that's what you're going to do with your firstborn, the first right. You sanctify it to the Lord. You bless it. You ain't finna sacrifice it, kill it, man. You just sanctifying him. Let me get the definition of sanctify. Wow. Hold on. Set apart as or declare holy. So you're going to set it apart like we are holy people. You're going to holy, make it holy. That's what we're looking for. That's what we were looking for. We're going to make it holy. So So the firstborn of thy son shall thou give unto me, that you sanctify, make it holy unto the Lord. Verse 30. Likewise shall thou do with thy ox and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with him his dam. On the 8th day thou give it to me. Just like you. So you're going to sanctify your firstborn on the 8th day. You get it? You're going to, what's the word? You're going to make it holy. You're going to, man, I can't think of the word. But you do that with ox and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it me. Make it holy to him. What God told Abraham them, when a bullock or a sheep or a goat is brought forth, then it shall be 7 days under the dam, and from the 8th day and thenceforth it shall be accepted for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Y'all get it? That's Leviticus chapter 22, verse 27. That's the best way I can explain that. That's the best way I can explain that, y'all. And that's a good precept. Verse 31 and the last verse. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. He said, you shall be holy men unto him. Sanctify yourself, because you're going to be holy man after when the 8th day hit. You shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. Dogs can mean the four-legged animal. Dog can also mean a human too. What Jesus said to call that lady, I should not cast the let me see. That's in the book of where that at? Where that at? Man, where that at? What the name of it? Sincere one. When they say he was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Oh man, where that at? Let me ask Google. Where in the Bible it say he was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Matthew 15 and 24. Why that ain't hit my head, man? I knew that. Okay, let's get it. Okay, here we go. The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. So the torn meat, you can sell that to the dog. You can cast it to the dog. You can give it to the dogs. The other nation, that's what he called a dog. He said it is not meat to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. That's a woman he was talking to. There was a Canaanite woman. And behold, verse 22, and behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast, out of another nation, the African folk, and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciple came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she cried after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread, the Israelite bread, God's chosen, and to cast it to dogs. So now you get the understanding about when he said in verse 31, and back in Exodus chapter 22, verse 31, and ye shall be holy men unto me, neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs of the nation. Let them have for it. We can't go out there. You walk up on an animal that was killed by another animal, tore up. You can't eat that. I wouldn't want to eat that. Even if I be another nation, a dog from the other nation, I still wouldn't want to eat that. Cause who know how long that thing been out there sitting like that? That thing probably gonna collect magnets. It don't take long for magnets to come on something dead. But if it ain't got magnets or nothing on it, you can take it and cast it to the dogs. That's what it's saying. And that was the end of chapter 22. I'm going to go back over that chapter myself because there's some things that I seen and some things I don't understand. So I advise y'all to do the same thing. Like I said, I try to give to you the best of my knowledge, what the Spirit gives me. And I try to get the best of the understanding of it, what the Spirit gives to me. But, we have to endure things. We have to stick with things. We have to keep kicking. Just try your best to keep the commandment. Walk to the best of your ability in his statute. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could say, man. With that being said, man, we're going to close this thing on out. I know I went through that pretty fast. And it wasn't long. I got other things I need to be doing right now, but I wanted to do that reading of the 22, Exodus 22, though. But we're going to close this out with the Lord's Prayer. And like I said, man, I pray for my people, my nation, peace and safety. Because there's a lot going on in this world. And we all going through a lot of trials and tribulations. And we have to endure these things to the end, Try to stay humble. Try to keep your meekness. Don't fall, It gets to me a lot. And I sometimes I blow without thinking. So I have to say a prayer and ask God to forgive me for that. But I can't keep doing that. I got to get control of this. I can't let the devil win. I can't. So with that being said, we're going to close this out with the Lord's Prayer. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Man, y'all stay prayed up and blessed, man. And do this thing to the end. Kwame Yasharala.